Hi, everybody, and welcome to The Office. It is Monday, August 3rd, and it is the night office and not the day office. I know you guys are so used to being here during the day, but we're doing a 8:30 p.m. office. So I'm sorry, but I know you're used to seeing me in the office during the day, but we are going to be here at night. So I have a lot of interesting things to tell you today. We're coming into Monday, August 3rd, and the week of August 3rd. And as you will see, things look a little bit different. Okay, so you have an overlay up here or wherever it is over there. There it is up there. I made that so you guys know where we are. We're in the office, and then we're in the lounge. That will change. I get to see your comments right on the side of my screen, so I'm not like fussing with my cell phone. So I don't know if everybody got to see the lounge on Friday, but we had some guests. I figured out split screens. I am thinking about doing all sorts of stuff. So this is really exciting. It's one of those days, and it's probably like the energy that's going on with all of you right now. You guys tried to like plan everything for the day, but it didn't go as planned. I planned to have the office exactly when I normally have it at 3:30 or 4 o'clock, Monday or Tuesday. And now we're here at night at 8:30, but maybe the universe planned it that way because we're having like so many more viewers in a short period of time than we do at 3:30 on a Monday or Tuesday. So please tell me if you want a night office. We can do a night office where everybody's home from the office except for me, and we could do instead of doing the day office. So I see a lot of you here that I normally don't see during the day. So that's really cool. I want to just say hi to some people. Oh, look at Betsy. Betsy says, yes, night office. So she's excited about the night office. See, got some new software. So let's see who else. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Rita. Everybody's saying hello. Great. Hi, Christy. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Jeff. Everybody's here. Everybody's hanging out. So let's get right to it. This week has a very interesting energy. I'm very excited about this week. Not so much because it's got a lot of forward motion attached to it, but it's got a lot of conclusions, settling, and insight that you're going to be getting from the other side. So it's a really exciting week. So let me just talk about what we have going on. I do like to write some stuff down for the office because I have so much that comes through to me that I probably will forget what I'm supposed to say. So here we go. So I do see this is, if you guys are just coming to the office, normally the day people are here and now there's night people here. I talk about the world energy first, then the personal energy, and then I go to some random stuff that I like to do for the office. Then there's the porch midweek, and then there's the lounge, which I'm creating now as a guest platform where people could come and like actually hang out with me. So I'm not talking to myself the whole damn time. Okay, so the world energy, I see more with the stimulus packages. And I heard the word excellent. So I'm assuming that this is something better that's coming along fall into winter. So stay tuned because I'm getting something about more stimulus packages. But I hear the word excellent. So this is really excellent. Oh, thank you, Betsy. Betsy's full of compliments this morning. So see, I'm thinking it's the morning. That's how confused I am today. But Betsy likes the office. So that's good. Okay, Betsy, probably like all the new technology that's coming on too. So it's good to see you. What I mentioned about timber before, I mentioned about timber or wood shortages. I didn't know what that was. That came through multiple times in webcasts in the past. And now I'm finding out that the timber shortage has happened. Okay, so the wood shortage that I was seeing that I didn't know why I was seeing all the shortage of wood, I guess that's going on now. I also see an increase in manual labor jobs across the country. So if you are a blue collar worker, or you work with your hands, or you're in contracting, or you work in manual labor, I see a lot of increase in those jobs. And I'm actually seeing, if you're in the manual labor industry, you're doing very well going into August, into September, early October. So the next 2 months are going to be like phenomenal. I also see many more seeking work on their own as self-employed coming up. So a lot of decisions are coming up within the next 2 weeks of people that normally had 9-to-5 jobs. Maybe you guys are some of them. You're deciding that, hey, I want to try self-employment. So there's a lot of you that are going to be not switching careers, but deciding that you're going to take your specialty and kind of work on your own. So many in the US are taking their own employment into their own hands. So that's what I see coming up, and decisions made about that. People have been deciding, oh, Jeff, thank you for bringing this up. Depot and Lowe's were out of lumber. Yep, that's what I'm hearing too. So this would happen about a month or two ago. I was talking about this. So let's see. Now, Luana, thanks for showing up here. I have to sneeze. Hold on, so I've got to put the mic on mute. I don't want to hear it. Okay, so I'm back. Hopefully you didn't hear me sneeze. I usually don't have to sneeze during webcasts, but that means the information is true if I'm sneezing. Okay, so Luana asks, why can I not find anyone? I know Luana. Hi, Luana. You have this wonderful, wonderful restaurant in Groveville, New Jersey. It is one of the best Italian restaurants I've ever been to. This woman's straight out of Italy. She's awesome. She's tough. She makes the best pizza pasta ever. And I'm a vegetarian, and she makes amazing stuff. And so if I'm going to give you a plug, Luana, go to Bella on Main. It's in Groveville, New Jersey, right outside of Trenton, Princeton area. And it is awesome. Okay. Go to her Yelp or go to her Instagram and look at the food. If you just see the pictures of the food, you're going to be amazed. So I'm sure she's doing takeout. But Luana, why can't you find anyone? I'm talking about the manual labor industries, contracting, electricians, plumbing, people in construction, working outside. I would guess that you're not finding a lot of people because of some of the unemployment stuff that's going on at the moment. But I'm seeing this as manual labor jobs, not so much like cooking or the restaurant industry. Okay, so I also felt, now that we're still in the world energy, okay, also feeling that school boards and residents are going to be battling. So directors of school boards having online meetings, and then residents of certain districts or parents, I feel like the school boards and the residents are battling. So I see a lot of these things happening within all of the school districts. Some schools, I feel these districts, especially in the private sector, are going to be doing some things which I don't think would be right in terms of getting enrollments in the private sector, like maybe not providing information. Maybe they know something that's going on as far as what they're doing with their virtual systems or their in-person systems, but really not rolling that out and telling people because they want that enrollment, or however they feel like their enrollment is going to get better if they don't say one thing versus the other. So that's like a little bit underhanded, but I do see that happening. So make sure that if you're not sure where you're going school-wise, because remember I said in the East Coast, especially in the Northeast with schools, I see changing in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, all those, especially Pennsylvania, 2 more times before the start of the school year. So I see that happening. But yes, some of the schools not releasing information about their plans until people have been enrolled, and then maybe they can't change their mind. So this probably isn't like the right thing to do. But this is now, if there's anybody who hasn't been here before, this is stuff I'm getting intuitively. This isn't my opinion. This has nothing to do about politics or how I feel about politics or how I feel about the pandemic. This is strictly what I'm getting into it intuitively and what's coming through to me. Okay. So I also see something coming up with school bus drivers, crosswalk workers, something with another thing with the school. Many longtime school workers will be retiring or leaving the school system during this time, and systems will be scrambling. So I am getting that feeling that, people that have been there and been part of the community for these schools, for these parents, longtime teachers, longtime administrators, people like that parents loved, and they were part of that school, almost that's the school itself, a lot of these people are going to be leaving the establishments and being replaced by short-term or substitute teaching. And different teachers are going to be coming on for in-class versus virtual. So maybe, your normal elementary school first, second, or third grade teacher won't be teaching the virtual, but maybe be teaching the in-person. So there's some stuff going on that you guys are not being told. I'm getting if you have children in school. Okay, now we're going on to the personal energy. Okay, so this is really cool. Because there's been long-standing issues with many of you that haven't been resolved, like you couldn't figure them out, chronic issues, settlements. Some of you may have had legal issues since 2018, or things that you just haven't figured out, like, well, why is this happening? Or why am I in these cycles? What's really going on? I feel that you're settling issues now. So things are coming to a close. Things are coming to a settlement. Not really much upheaval anymore, no surprise endings, no emotional turmoil, but I finally feel like you're coming to terms with things. Settlements are long-standing open cases, negotiations, issues that were long-standing all coming to a close. So let's say you had a legal settlement, it'll probably be settling where things are a little bit in your favor, where it's just calm, the waters are calm, and things are kind of moving ahead. If you've had an emotional issue, or if you've had a relationship issue or a job issue, I feel like you're finally coming to negotiations, settlements, you're understanding each other, the other person, the company you're dealing with. But what I'm talking about with these settlements are kind of long-term situations, at least with the last year and a half or the last 2 years. Finally, this week, you're going to see some things leaving because they're settling, not so much because of abrupt endings or because, something is in upheaval. You're finally feeling settlement is coming. Okay, so things are settling. More will be off your plate. So there's some things that have been on your plate for years you're trying to deal with or come to terms with or even understand. These could even be psychological things or patterns you're playing out, and you just can't figure it out. You can't figure out how to break them. If it's not in the physical sector, like when it comes to your career or relationship, it might be emotionally or mentally, and you've been trying to figure something out for the last year and a half. This is really interesting because I feel like you will be getting direct answers to things you have been wanting answers from in the last 2 years. You may have gone to different people. You may have come to mediums. You may have read books. You may have consulted your friends. And for some odd reason, whatever's coming to you or the answers that you're seeking that are coming to you, and it's so simple. And you're like, how come nobody told me this before? How come my friends didn't have this insight for me? How come, my family didn't ever tell me this, or my therapist, or, someone professionally, a doctor didn't figure this out? I feel like you're just going to be sitting around, and this is the time where the universe is kind of giving us the key to the foundation of our future. It's very interesting, like what I see happening. So answers that have not been forthcoming about certain areas of your life are finally coming now. Some of them, most of them by your own intuition, and it's almost like a direct message, like a very specific message. Here's the answer. And you're like, I cannot believe I spent all my time trying to find these answers for the last 2 years, looking for this answer, and all of a sudden it's given. So it's asking, it is given. I feel like you're finally coming to terms, settlements. You're just coming to terms with things this week and next. Nothing's going to be upheaval or chaotic. Thank God, because it has been in the last 2 months. Let's see. So you're open and willing to hear things that you sought answers for that almost came out of the blue. So this is coming out of the blue. These answers are coming out of the blue. This is great. So yes, Dana asks, health answers to yes. If you've been seeking out, like, what's wrong with me? I have chronic fatigue for the last 2 years. I have these headaches. I have digestive issues. And you've been to every doctor and you've been reading books and blogs. And all of a sudden this answer comes to you and you're like, how come nobody ever told me this? These are the kind of situations that are kind of happening. So Regina, this is great news. That's awesome. Let's see what you guys are saying, because I have this new software where I can read some of your comments and post them up and talk about them. So let's see what's going on. Rita, very exciting energy. I agree. It's not so much exciting, but the fact is that things are being negotiated, settled, and you're getting insight into things that you've been struggling with for 2 years, and it's coming to you directly, and it's very specific, is very exciting. So let's see what else. Okay, Joanne, I work for university and waiting to see if we're still going to go for the 24th. Yep. I don't know where you are, if you're in New Jersey or Pennsylvania, but I feel for you, Joanne. I'm just tuning into you. I'm getting a sense that there's still delays coming for you, especially until the 10th. September 10th is a big day for you, and going into the 15th. So I'm not sure what's going on, but I see like a big stop to whatever's going on with you or your university. I see a halt. So I don't know what's happening with that, but that's what's coming through for me, for you. Let's see. Hi, Steve. It's been a long time. I haven't seen you in so long. It's been years, but thanks for tuning into the webcast. Thanks for taking the advice every day. That's why I do this every 3 days, because the energy shifts so much. But this week, really, you should finally, if you were in duality and you felt like you were leading a contradiction in your life, like you just couldn't figure out what road to take, those two roads are going to converge and integrate this week, and you're finally going to have the answers that you need. So let's see what else. Christy, this is great news. I'm so excited for you, Christy. Joanne, you're at Wilkes. Yeah, I feel like something's coming to a halt, like you're going to some meeting or something, and all of a sudden it's like, this is it. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of strange. Carol, you're here, even though you're here during the day. You came at night, so happy to see you. Okay. Looking to Lisa. You love the lip gloss. It's Clinique. I don't ever change. Let's see. Steve, we're going to go back to Steve. I guess he had something else that he was talking about. He's saying someone in my life is actually starting this week to see a psychologist. Hopefully soon we'll have some answers and know where to go from here. The thing is, Steve, is that anyone who's had a mental health issue in the last year and a half normally has been to psychologists and therapists and books and everything else. The answers are going to be coming straight to that person within. So I don't know if this external person is going to help them, but I feel like the seeking, it's almost going to be like direct answers this week. So maybe this person's going to get that answer that she seeks, and maybe that's the answer. But I feel the fact that I'm assuming it's a woman. It might be a man, but I'm assuming it's a woman. Yeah, not that all women have psychological problems, but most of us usually do something about it. Sorry, guys, but sometimes it takes men a lot longer. But I love you, Steve. I think you're just great. So let's see what else we got going on. A lot of people having fun catching us at night here. So I guess my office can't run during the day. I guess I'll have to come on at night. We'll see. Maybe I'll do that. Kind of see what's going on. All right. Okay, Carol, I just want to come back to you again. 3 adult children and each in turmoil, hoping things will work out for them. I feel for you, Carol. I know you've been on many, many times, and you follow a lot of the webcasts. I'm happy to see here. It just feels to me like what I'm talking about with these settlements and these insights are for people that have been working on themselves, are for people that have been seeking, doing the work in the past year and a half. For some reason, I'm tuning into what you're talking about, and I'm just getting a sense that some of these people that you're talking about have not been doing any work. And I feel like you've kind of been carrying and dealing with the strength of everything, or people have been kind of drained by what's going on with these people or your children. But I'm not seeing that all of them are really doing the work. So this is what I'm feeling is the settlement is for people that have been. Okay. Let's see. There's so many really cool things here. I kind of want to get to as many people as I can. I'm so glad to see you guys all on here at night. This is really cool. Okay, Steve, you're saying that it is a younger male. Yes. I just feel like I said, it's going to be the people who were seeking. If that person was seeking, this is a really good thing. Let's see, Carol, you're validating what came through. Okay, so you have to understand your conclusion. You have to be the one that has a settlement. Okay, you have to be the one that comes to the conclusion and seek that answer for yourself, because maybe you're still in the dysfunction of being in the wheel of all the craziness and chaos that's going on. Maybe it's time for you, because you're the one seeking, that you might have to be the one to take a step back, because I just see this continuing to go on. Okay. I don't know if I'm right. I'm trying to read people right now from not even hearing their voice, which is harder for me, but I'm trying to get the feelings as I can get for you guys with your situations. I'm just trying out something new. Office at night. What a delight. Here we are. All right. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to read these as I go along here. Okay. If you're asking me for any feelings connected to just like vague stuff, I can't do that right now. You have to come for a private session with that. But if you have specific situations, I'll try to tune in and see what's going on for a couple people. I usually don't do this, but I have this new software and I'm trying it out. So let's see what's good. Carol, yes, looking good, looking forward to some answers. I've struggled for years. Carol, I feel like you're the one that's actually going to have these insights this week. I think you're going to have one or two or maybe three. So I feel you moving forward. So that's good. Danielle, how are you today? Yes, I'm talking about everyone in general. This is the world energy and the personal energy, but I have new software and the office is at night, so I'm feeling a little bit risky, and I'm seeing how I can actually talk to people specifically without them coming on. Maybe you know what? Maybe for the office, we might have one of you on as a guest. I'll just try it out. Who knows? I'm trying a lot of new stuff out, so we'll see how it works. Okay, let's see. All right, so I am going to take a few more, and then if you guys do want like a private reading, a lot of you guys are looking for very private, personal information. That's not what the office is for. Normally, we're just going into the world and personal energy. And if somebody wants to be on as a guest, let me try to figure out how to do that. Right now, I'm just trying to respond to some comments and see how that works out. And I'm thinking that what I could do for the office, because we're talking at the office, we're talking about the world energy, personal energy. It's very much about what's going on out there. So if you have a situation like I'm talking about, I could probably connect to you today on that. If you're asking me about somebody that passed on, or you're asking me about specific situations in your life, that's a little bit different. Right now, we're kind of going on with the energy. So if you have something that's going on in your life connected to what I just spoke about, I can comment on that. Otherwise, see me for a personal reading or get on the wait list. And you probably will need more than just a minute or two if you have a very serious situation going on. Let's see what else people are saying. Michelle, you'd be honored to be a guest. All right, email me, honey. Email me, we'll talk. Let's see. Any more thoughts on the vaccine? I know, Dana, thanks for bringing that up. I did bring up a vaccine in the last webcast that I felt was some sort of, I don't even know what I said, but I'm feeling it was like not the actual virus. It was some sort of formula that kind of resembled the virus, and them putting something out there that's from another formulation that isn't the actual strain, a different strain that maybe models it. So that's all I see at this point. I'm not seeing anything different, but I'm seeing them working on that. But I'm not feeling good about that. I feel things will change from that point of view moving forward. Okay. Carol, hoping you do some shows again one day. I do miss Bucks County. I do miss shows. I hope we could do shows again one day. But until then, it looks like I'm just trying to improve this show and The Office. I'd love to hear people's thoughts on if you like it during the day or you like it better at night, and what times are usually good for everybody, because we are seeing a big spike tonight for me doing it at night, and I wasn't supposed to be doing it at night tonight. So that's good. All right. Michelle, you're so ready for the manifestation course. I am editing the manifestation course at the moment. This is good because we're coming into a high manifestation time, and we discussed that on the porch. So I'll be doing that on the porch this week. The porch won't have all this fancy new technology on it because I can't bring the computer on the porch. So it still is going to be raw and uncensored. So that will be good. All right. Awesome. Let's see. Danielle, I'm a teacher and made super important and awesome connections with certain students. Since we've been apart, it's been hard to keep the connection, and I worried about that advice. Danielle, I'm tuning into you at the moment, and I'm feeling that you are very creative. I'm picking up a lot of creative energy around you, and you kind of go with the flow. And I feel like you're very likable, and people just like you for your energy. And I feel that you are going to do just fine with all these transitions and changes that are going on with your teaching. And I feel you're going to get a little creative and actually produce something that maybe isn't out there yet, that you're kind of presenting to either your school system or your class, that is going to be something that nobody else is doing. And I think it's going to really make connection very, very cool for everybody. So I see something that you're pioneering. It didn't happen yet. It's coming. And I get the sense that you are going to be doing very well. So I'm very, very excited for you, Danielle. I know you're worried now, but let me tell you, it seems like you always worry and you get your mind in circles, and then everything ends up working for you in the end. Because I feel you have luck on your side for some reason. It feels like your whole life's a luck charm. Like it just like you've just skirted around issues in your life. You've all of a sudden something crazy happened and you happen to be a block away and you were just there 2 minutes ago, but you missed it. That's kind of your life. So here we are. And I think that you're going to be doing quite well with the changes. So I think these are the type of comments I'm going to be answering in the office, are the comments related to what I'm channeling for the day. Whoever relates to that, I can probably tune into that. But if you're looking for a reading or something connected to something I'm not talking about, I'm kind of in another zone and connected to the world energy. So I'm able to tune in people personally related to that energy. And we'll see what else we can do. I'm going to keep trying things to try to accommodate everybody and to just have fun. So let's see. All right. Danielle, you're an art teacher. Well, see, I want to see if I picked up on this creative art thing. There you go. So maybe you're going to be doing some theater art. Maybe you're going to be doing some musical art. It looks like you're going to be engaging students, something very cool you're doing. And I even feel like you could develop some sort of course for yourself. So I think this is great. So Danielle, congratulations. Things are going to be going well for you. Yeah, I usually don't answer questions on the office, but I hope you guys enjoyed that tonight. I hope you liked it. I just want to hear from you guys. It says a lot of you prefer nights. Let's see. Okay. Deneen, do you feel PA may have another shutdown? I think it's going to be like gate open, gate closed, gate open and closed, like revolving door, some open, some closed. I feel like nobody in the government body, especially with what's going on, is going to want to commit to a closing with them saying they're closing it, if you know what I'm saying. So it's going to be like everything's kind of unsaid but said. And it's going to be very frustrating for the school systems, because I don't feel like we're going to be hearing from, the governors that they're shutting things down. I feel like they're going to be leaving it up to the districts and the administrators, and that's going to be a big burden on many people's shoulders. So I feel like nobody's going to do anything that's going to make them look bad politically. So it feels like it's going to be a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And then a little bit of this and a little bit of that. It's going to reverse itself and say, okay, well, we tried this and that, but now we're going to try this and that. And we'll see if that works. And it feels like they're just trying to kind of keep people at bay and not have too many people pissed off. But that's not really the reason to do things. But I'm getting that feeling that it's going to be a merry-go-round and a lot of confusion. So you're kind of if you're a parent, you're kind of going to need to do what's best kind of for you, because I feel like those messages, especially in Pennsylvania, are going to keep changing, unfortunately. I mean, it could be like 1 week it's definite, and the next week it changes, and in 2 more days it changes. But I feel like the higher government bodies are not going to they don't want to commit to them saying something's closed. That's what I'm getting. And I feel like they prefer to be vague. So that's my answer. Let's see. Bonnie, you're feeling very out of it lately. Any thoughts? Well, the energy is, like I said, one of settling. You want to, if you're feeling very out of it, you should be a little clearer and more focused during this time. So I would say that you probably have residual energy built up, and you probably have a lot of gray energy along your auric field. So if you can work out a little bit and do some meditation, and even if you could get some sort of release some energy. I feel like there's a lot of pent up energy in you from the last 3 months, and it feels like it's just kind of residual. So you kind of need some sort of clearing, get some sage, take an Epsom salt bath, but your energy is all the way up here. It's not centered. So you got to center yourself. I would suggest like working it out, as far as like just doing a workout. It feels like you're not moving enough. Okay. So that's what I would suggest for you. Okay. Carol, you like the nighttime. You can really tune in. Diane, I talked about this at the beginning of the webcast, so you might want to go back and listen to what I was saying about the stimulus that I feel coming. So I feel more of that. Okay. Bonnie, I know you just wrote this comment. I don't feel like that's it, though. I don't think it's just COVID. I think there's just a lot of things that have been built up in you for a very long time, that with COVID and you having to be inside and not having any outlet of distraction, I feel like a lot of this is kind of like an attic, like that had cobwebs and stuff in it. You have to clean it out. So it's just a lot of just residual energy from over the years that you have to release. That's why I feel you're feeling this way. Hopefully that makes sense. A little yoga might help. All right. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm good for the night. So I'm just trying out, like I said, some good things, some new things. We have this new technology. I'm able to like see and post comments, able to give you the world and the energy. And I think what I normally do is I just flow with things. And what I'm seeing is that I could right now answer questions for individuals related to what I'm channeling about the personal world energy. And then on the porch, we'll see what happens, because we're going to talk about manifestation during the week. And then the lounge we have coming up on Friday. And I know I don't like making set times, but I made a set time. So the lounge, it seems like it's going in the direction of another radio talk show because we had one on Friday with Jason Snyder and TJ, and they were ghost hunters and paranormal investigators. If you didn't get to see that, it is on Facebook and on YouTube. And that was a lot of fun. And we're going to actually read him a little further. I'm going to have one of my other mediumship friends and former students who became one of my top tier readers, and she became a medium too. She's going to come on, and we're going to read Jason further on Friday at 9:00 for the lounge and see what else is going on in his life. We're going to try to help him out. So yeah, so I'm doing all this new stuff, and I'm trying to keep it interesting, trying to keep you guys on your toes. And I'm going to look back at all the comments and see if I see a lot of nighttime people, and see how I can adjust this and maybe have a night office and see how that goes. We'll see. All right. Well, it was so good to see you guys. And I hope to see you guys on Wednesday or Thursday. And then there's a definite time on Friday, 9 o'clock. That's going to be another lounge with paranormal investigator Jason Snyder of the Firelands podcast, getting more readings from not only me, but on other mediums. So we'll see how that works out. So thanks everybody for coming. Thanks, Bonnie. Hi, Carol. Lots of energy. Hi, Danielle. Missy likes the nighttime. Deneen, you watched everything. That was great. Awesome. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye.